Hey guys, lovely to see you all again. Today we're going to be looking at the second solo from Beyond the Realms of Death by Judas Priest. Let's take a look. Alright guys, let's have a look at the first section. I'm going to start off with a pinch harmonic bend from 9 of the 3rd string. At the end of that, I'm going to bring that bend down and do a pull off from 9 to 7 on the 3rd and jump to 9 of the 4th. At the end of that, I work into this phrase. Let's slow that down. I'm going to play 7-9 on the 4th and then play 9 of the 3rd. So I'm going to roll my ring finger. I'm going to jump back to 9 of the 4th, and then I'm going to resolve that to 7 of the 3rd. Let's have a look what we've got thus far. At the end of that, I'm going to do 2 pull-offs from 9 to 7. Then I'm going to play a regular 9 and a bent 9 from the 3rd string. At the end of that, I'm going to bend a 9 up and back. Bring it to the bottom, and then play it again and pull off to the 7, and then end on a regular 9. So let's go from that pull-off idea nice and slowly. Let's try and take it from the start thus far, and then we'll add the second half. Okay, after that, I work into this phrase, which is exactly the same thing 3 times. Let's slow that down. I'm doing a slight bend on 9 of the 3rd and playing 7 of the 2nd string, and then doing a pull off from 10 to 7. And as I said, I'm going to do that phrase 3 times. And then the last bit, I'm going to go like this. Let's slow that down. I'm still working around the B minor pentatonic. I'm doing a big bend from 9 of the 3rd and then playing 7 of the 1st and then 7 of the 2nd. At the end of that, big bend from 10 of the 2nd string. So all together. Okay, after that I work into a pretty meat and veg kind of triplet run, the likes we've seen of Kirk Hammett and Thin Lizzy, which is this. Let's slow that down. I'm going to start off with a pull off from 10 to 7 on the 1st string, and then jump to 10 of the 2nd, and that's going to be my first of quite a few triplets. So I've got that. I'm going to backtrack to 7 of the 1st string, and then pull off 10 to 7 on the 2nd. So all together. Then from there, nice and predictable. What I'm doing is I'm doing a pull off from 10 to 7 on the 2nd string, jumping to 9 of the 3rd. And the next bit's going to be a little bit different. We're not going to do a straight ascend. I'm going to play 7 of the 2nd string, 9 of the 3rd, and then back to 7 of the 2nd string. So we should have 4 triplets now. At the end of that, we're going to add a few more. So I'm going to go back to 10 of the 2nd string, jump to 9 of the 3rd. This time when I play 7 of the 2nd string, I'm actually going to start doing a proper descend. So I'm going to play 7 of the 2nd string, 9-7 on the 3rd as a pull-off, and then resolve that to 9 of the 4th. And that's the whole first section. So let's go through the triplet pentatonic lick nice and slowly, and then we'll do the whole thing. Alright, let's take it right from the start now. One more time with some tabs. Alright guys, let's have a look at the second section. I'm going to start off with a very simple pentatonic lick, played quite quickly, and it is the same thing 3 times. Let's slow that down. I'm going to start with a hammer-on pull-off, going 7, 10, 7 on the first string, and then jumping to 10 of the second. I'm going to do a very similar idea straight after it, playing 7, 12, 7 as a hammer-on pull-off, and then jumping to 10 of the second string again. So that's going to sound like this back to back. 3 times in a row, we're going to get this. At the end of that, what I've got there is I'm playing 7 of the first string, and then I'm doing a pinch harmonic from 10. That is a pain in the ass to get, so just try and make sure you figure out where it's going to be. For me, my pinch harmonic for that 10th fret is on the first string, obviously, and then I'm kind of 3/4 of the way through my second pickup. Where am I? There it is. So if you can find it, just make a note of it. It is a bit of a pain in the ass to get. So let's do what we've got thus far, and then we'll add the second half. At the end of that, I work into this phrase. Let's slow that down. I'm starting off by playing 12 of the first string and then 10, 7 as a pull-off. So hold them all down at the same time. And then after I've done that legato, the rest of it is quite picked. So what I'm doing is I'm playing 10, 9, 7 on the first string and then 10, 9 on the second. Then I cross over to 9 of the third. At the end of that, I've got a hammer-on pull-off going 6, 7, 6 on the third string. Then I'm going to hit 7 twice on the fourth and slide to 9. Okay, so let's go from this legato phrase. Hopefully that's all making sense. After that, I've got a chord that I slide. I'm playing 10 of the second string and 11 of the third, and I want to get that kind of swooping in sound. I'm going to go like this. It's exactly the same thing 4 times in a row. I'm sliding in, and I want to have 5 picks for each group. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then to finish that group off, I go into this phrase. Nice and bluesy. I'm doing 3 bends from 12 of the first string, and then when I bring the third one down, I'm going to pull off to 10. And then I just resolve that on 12 of the second string. That's all of section 2. It is pretty redonk, but we'll take it slowly, and then we'll do it again even slower with some tabs. One more time with some tabs. Alright guys, let's have a look at the last section. I'm going to start off with 4 bends from 12 of the first string. At the end of that quick 4th bend, I bring it down quite quickly and then jump to 12 of the second. So it goes. Then I work into this phrase. So what I've got here is 2 big bends from 12. Then I have a tone and a half bend from 14. And then I just play a slight vibrato as a regular 14 and then slide off into nothingness. So let's try and do what we've got thus far from the start of the section. Okay, then after that I slide in to a double stop. I'm playing 19 of the second and the first string, and I've got a group of 8 there. So I'm playing 19 of those 2 strings, and then I've got a quick bend from 22 of the second string. And then after that, I want to play 19 of the first string 7 times. So we can think of that as a group of 8. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm going to do the slide in of the group of 8 with the double stop, and then the bend with the other group of notes, which is going to make another 8 notes. So we're going to go like this. And I'm going to do that bend and the 19 of the first string. We're going to do 3 of those. So with the double stop before it, hopefully that's making sense. Then I work into this phrase. It's exactly the same thing 4 times in a row. I'm doing a pull off from 22 to 19 on the first string, and then 2 extra 19s. Exactly the same thing 4 times. At the end of that, To finish off the solo, I've got 2 full tone bends from 22 of the first string, and then I'm just going to add a slide from 22. And that's pretty much all of the third section. So let's try and do it relatively slowly, and then we'll do it again even slower with some tabs. One more time with some tabs. And that was the second solo from Beyond the Realms of Death by Judas Priest. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. And please click the links in the description box to my Patreon and my Facebook group. Take care, guys.